And welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm Stu, the Frugal Video Gamer, and after some technical difficulties, I decided to just kind of give up on the camera at the moment. So I was in the middle of a conversation with Staunton. Let's see. There. There's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know. I'm the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in fortresses on the edge of the world wound instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the wound, the mighty unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was tried, they wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done. So that's how I live, decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. I hope you earn forgiveness. Thank you. From the depths of my soul, I thank you. But I haven't had hope for a long, long time. The whole city fell because of you? How is that possible? What do you mean, how? If you don't trust the word of a condemned, go ask somebody else. Like my little brother, Joran. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. So many years in the condemned. Surely you've paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. The condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Torak for forgiveness. Countless times I've gone to his priests. Countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the Father of Dwarven kind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve redemption? I've seen how the other soldiers treat you. What about it? It's inhumane. It's been my life for many decades. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The Storyteller? A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him deities made it burden a little. I hope he's alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Blackwing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he left the place. He'd sit there day and night. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Alright, there's Anivia. Oh, hey, see how they patched me up? Now I can run, jump, or dance a jig if I feel like it. Any suspicious places in the city I should pay attention to? There were a couple spots I wanted to check out, but I didn't have time. But if there really is a den of cultists there, it would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric, but they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there all right, but sewing it ain't. Second one is the alchemy shop, Topaz Solutions, and they trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemical rituals going on in that place. Tell me about yourself. I'd be happy to, but there's kind of nothing to tell. Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind and found in a cabbage patch. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like blabbing about my past. But you saved my skin, so I guess I kinda owe it to you not to clown around, right? I'm from Nidal. and I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I'm sure. Ruled by monsters that aren't alive nor dead, and the official religion is the cult of Zon Kuthon. I grew up in a slum like a weed between the cobblestones. Didn't have a dad, but I had lots of aunts and uncles, my mom's cronies. No prize for guessing the kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while the other kids were picking their noses, I was picking pockets. When I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us. Creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut. They're the guards in Nisrach. Mom gave me to her friends, and we hid in the secret temple of Desma. I never saw my mom again. I lay low in the temple for the next few years, kept my head down, washed floors, fetched water, listened to sermons. Funny thing, after a while I started liking Desna's teachings. As soon as I was old enough, I was out of there. I left Nudal and got as far away as I could. How did you meet Irabeth? I was bumming around Timon a while back, doing this and that. Dozen temples sometimes gave me the odd jobs. Sometimes they needed people with skills like mine. On the surface it was fine, I guess. After Nudal, the freedom of River Kingdom should have seemed like heaven. My chance to sit back and enjoy life. I wasn't happy. There just wasn't any joy in my life. I was all alone. No one cared about me, and I didn't care about anybody. I struggled to find a reason to drag myself out of bed every morning. Tanya stoned her. Jeez. One day I was hired to follow some fellas who the local authorities suspected were Rasmussen spies. I was stupid, made a rookie mistake, and they caught me. It's like my body had already decided to do what my mind had been fighting. Finally put me out of my misery. Get someone else to kill me since I didn't have the guts to do it myself. They grabbed me. I thought they'd get me on the spot, but instead they hog-tied me and dragged me off. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on their altar, and I realized who it was. Kuthites. From Nudal. They tracked me down after all those years. But I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't even have cared if they'd eaten me or whatever. Well, gotta go sometime, right? So I was lying there, staring at those knives pointed out at me, when fate rolled the dice and I hit the jackpot. Irabeth. There she was, storming into the cave. Picture it. I'm lying at an altar with all these knife-wielding maniacs around me, and suddenly Irabeth storms in. I thought it was Iomedae herself. Fierce in her shining armor with gleaming sword raised. She made quick work of those scumbags, chopped them up just like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then... she looked through the papers they had on the table, and she started swearing like a sailor. So much for Iomedae. What is it like living with Irabeth? It's like living. Well, I'll give you an example. I've kind of always wanted to move out of that broom closet we call a house and into somewhere cozier. It ain't like they take the vow of poverty at the Eagle Watch. But every month, somehow most of our money is spent on crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but it's part of why I love her so much. Irabeth has that thing that matters most for a person. A purpose in life. She's always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade. And I just drifted around like a leaf in the wind until Desna brought us together. Now she's the meaning of my life. So it really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or under a bush. After almost... Aw, that's cute. What are your responsibilities in the Eagle Watch? Indara. An imposing young Oread is surrounded by a crowd of crusaders who are hanging onto her every word. I hope this example clearly illustrates the difference between just good legionnaires from the last war and the crusaders. The perfection of form and spirit they were imbued with during creation turned them into parts of a well-balanced war machine. Not a ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. Now tell me again why I am supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults, where everyone is fighting for their ego and for the right to beat their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice. One of the Crusaders angrily curls his fist tightly and retorts with a burst of passion. If those gists of yours, or whatever, had come for us, we'd have our guts for garters. You think we've never fought a mighty adversary before? I would love to see you storm a 60-foot-tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortifications on its back. And I'll have you know these fortifications were defended by Jiskin priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They use the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapons. You should not argue with someone who appears to be the most authoritative researcher on the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. The lecture is over. Do my esteemed listeners have any questions? Who are you? I am Indara, a warrior, magus, and scholar of classical warfare from Garund. I admit that I'm mildly offended by the fact that my name is entirely unfamiliar to you, but I'm willing to accept that this is due to Avestan's isolation from the sophisticated culture of the world at large. I've come a long way to be here. I like to think of myself as an inhabitant of Galarian, and I don't narrowly identify with any country in particular. Why did you come here? To witness a legendary war. The confrontation between denizens of a plane famous for its love of violence and the Crusaders from every continent, united by the common goal of defending their home. An epic struggle of colossal proportions that hasn't been particularly epic so far, truth be told. Maybe she just can't see it from here. The view will get way more epic if she stops hiding among us and takes a walk outside. I disagree. The Crusaders are doing a commendable job at resisting the demons. Oh yes, and the situation we have found ourselves in can attest to that. But then again, demons are no better. Their preferred strategy also involves brute strength, mindless assault, and unfounded confidence in their superiority. Why don't you join the Crusaders and show them how fighting should be done? No. I'm a historian, an analyst, a theorist. Do you know what these three words have in common? They describe a mortal woman who does not participate in the conflict upon which her thesis will be founded. But then again, I will hardly be able to describe this mess as anything other than a feeble likeness of the last war of Jistka. The more dangerous the upcoming scuffle is, the more motivated we are to find clever and pretty words to justify not actually doing the fighting. What is this last war you mentioned? The last war of Jistka, of course. A large-scale conflict that took place 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. It was a war against the Osirian pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues, the war that ended the legendary Jistka Imperium, an epic struggle that became the most vibrant page in military history. Alas, all conflicts that followed it were but a pale shadow, including the one I am witnessing here. Why do you find the last war of Jistka so inspiring? Imagine legions of golems imbued with extraplanar spirits marching into battle. Imagine flying cities that swoop out of the clouds like terrifying monstrous birds of prey to drop forces on top of enemy castles. Picture gigantic mechanisms powered by captive and very angry demons and devils. Imagine standing in the warpath of walking citadels, or having to cover your ears to block out the sound of cannons loaded with shrieking elementals. Finally, imagine the ultimate weapon that defeated the Jistka, the deadly night plague. This affliction was an attack dog, a trained epidemic, a tamed pestilence, striking only those who its master wanted to kill. Imagine all these terrors, and understand that no flight of fancy can even come close to the horror of the nightmares that they made real. How do you know so much about that? I can say without false modesty that there is no more authoritative research on Galarian when it comes to the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. I've dedicated my whole life to this subject. I've personally visited old battlefields and studied the most mysterious and forbidden archives containing chronicles of ancient wars, sometimes risking my life in the process. I saw a fallen sky city of the Shori Empire with my own eyes. I ripped out the control crystal from an exterminator-class combat golem that guarded a Jiskin laboratory with my own hands. These fingers held the glass flask that the servants of the Pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues used to create the first generation of pestilence that devastated the Jiskin Imperium. How do I know so much? I saw and touched everything I am telling you about. You're wrong to treat the Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. A debate? Oh, I will be happy to prove that the current conflict can't hold a candle to the last war of Jistka. Very well. The last war was waged using a significantly greater number of troops, both sides actively relied on reinforcements from allied planes, and the strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of the above applies to this war of yours. Compared to the Jiska, we are but stone club-wielding kobolds. I would like to conclude my thesis with a few words of wise counsel from Dagon, an advisor to the Pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will comprehend the true genius of his statement, but here it is nevertheless. A gadfly sees the ox. The ox pays no heed to the gadfly, but crimson fever takes them both. The events of the past are shrouded in legend, but the fate of the world is being decided here and now. That is what you fail to grasp. Of course, I am not trying to diminish the importance of current events. What I'm trying to say is that from the standpoint of history, and particularly the history of warfare, the true importance of these developments won't become obvious until later. As a scholar, I cannot deny that there is a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline rooted in fact and an evidentiary base that grows ever more meager the farther the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith, the way Crusaders embellish their tales of slaying a single Grimmerak by outing a dozen Baelors, for example, I could win this debate. But I am above such things, and therefore I am forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. I'm sure you would have been able to expound on your arguments in a longer discussion. Actually, I don't see the point. Your Crusaders appear to be quite confident in your skills. If nothing else, you've presented your arguments to me with extreme confidence. This is a worthy blade. It will be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. And this is where I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, I was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to try their... Oh. Okay. Interesting. Short sword, which I will not be using. That'd be a good one for him, in terms of melee anyway. I did not realize I had a masterwork in there. Sorry about that, needed a cough. Yeah, these are side conversations, so I'll kind of save my breath at the moment. Aww. Sorry about that. Really needed to blow my nose. Yeesh. Pardon me. Hey. Jana Eldori. Yeah, I'm with that. Oh, I really should be reading this, sorry. Is fighting demons all you want, or are you looking for something more? How about covering myself in glory and becoming the hero of 100 ballads, or at least a dozen, if they're lively ones. Anyway, to be more serious, the area around the World Wound is the best place for a paladin who wishes to defend the weak and serve good. Being part of the crusade is reward enough for me, but there's something that worries me. I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing my brothers in arms. The Eagle Watch and the other orders are focused on just one aim, the war against the World Wound. That's why they can sometimes overlook the smaller things. Ordinary misfortunes, you know? I've always liked being a wandering knight because any moment I could get up and go help a poor rat folk whose family has been kidnapped, or an old woman whose favorite dog had gone missing. So here's my answer. I don't have some big important goal, but I'll be happy to help those who need it, a little bit here and there. I'd like to know more about you. Here we are. I will learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. I will have faith in the Inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body. I will shine in her legion, and I will not tarnish her glory through base actions. I am the first into battle, and the last to leave it. I will not be taken prisoner by my free will. I will not surrender those under my command. I will never abandon a companion, though I will honor sacrifice freely given. I will guard the honor of my fellows, both thought and deed, and I will have faith in them. When in doubt, I may force my enemies to surrender, but I am responsible for their lives. I will never refuse a challenge from an equal. I will give honor to worthy enemies and contempt to the rest. I will suffer death before dishonor. I will be temperate in my actions and moderate in my behavior. I will strive to emulate Iomede's perfection. Here we are. Oh yeah, she tried stealing from one of the knights. Oh. You can't tempt me with a story about fighting chupacabras and then not follow through? What are chupacabras, by the way? Incredibly repulsive magical beasts, fast and dangerous. They can... Well, it looks like someone's fooled me into starting the tale. I guess now I'll have to tell the whole story. Picture a small town in Kadira, and down in the dungeon there's 2 murderers waiting to be executed. The gallows are already built, the rope's been bought, and sometimes life takes a surprising turn. Suddenly, a paladin of Iomedes appears in the doorway and offers the murderers a deal. If they go with her to fight some monsters, they live. If they survive. There's a big difference between imminent death and probable death with a glimmer of hope, wouldn't you say? So here we are traveling through the desert. Me and my friend, a priestess of Sarenrae, along with the little rat folk fellows asked for our help, and the 2 cutthroats. We get to the rat folk village and saw their bodies lying around, all drained dry. We figured we'd have to fight vampires. That's how the little rat folk described the monsters who attacked their village. That's why we went in all brazen-like. Sun was high and the vampires couldn't attack until dusk. We never got a chance to look around. black shadows quick as the wind attacked us from all sides. Not vampires, but chupacabras. One of the lads we pulled from the gallows got killed right away. The second one ran for his life. That left me, the rat folk, and Kira. That was the name of the priestess, and we all steeled ourselves for the fight of our lives. And just when we thought the end had come, with the chupacabras surrounding me like a pack of dogs around a bear, and our rat folk friend wounded and down, teeth of the quickest of those blasted monsters clenched on Kira's shoulder, right then, when all hope was lost, the other lad from the gallows suddenly comes running back. He kills the beast attacking Kira. I'm sure you know what a turning point in a fight looks like. Well, this was it. A moment before we were lost, and a moment later we had it back under control. The chupacabras dropped dead one by one. The little rat folk is reunited with his family, who are hiding in the basement. The priestess and I closed the eyes of that boy from the gallows who saved us. It was a shame he didn't survive the fight. May the gods keep his soul on his journey through the afterlife. I expected a more cheerful story, and now I'm sad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I'd like to remember that one. For me, it's a story about hope. Had it not been for that Mercy, Milos, that was his name, would be hanging from a noose, and me, Kira, and all the rat folk would be dead in that village. Someone told me that a kind deed done by an unkind person is 100 times more precious. By the same token, an evil done by a noble soul is 100 times more horrifying. That's what I really wanted to say. The chupacabras were just a good starting point. Helor. Greetings, I'm Helor, Adventure Captain of the Pathfinder Society. I'm the superior officer among Pathfinders in this region of Mendev. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now. Besides me, there are almost no Pathfinders here. Actually, I'm only stuck here because of an old feud with the demon worshipper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I've had to work alone without the support of the Society. But I've made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. You need any good fighters for an honest cause? Talk to me. Oh, cool. Wait, I've got a... Now, how much can I change here? Oh, shit. Okay, I will not do this now. Oh, there's Lan. Here for a chat? I've been waiting for you to come and see what strange beast you've taken into your party. What do you think of life on the surface? Must be very different from life underground. Of course. As far as living conditions, the surface is definitely a better place to be. Easier to get good food and water, not to mention build a house, even grow a few things. In older, well-established settlements, you don't have to deal with anything scarier than rats, or maybe foxes stealing chickens. As for the kind of lives you have, I heard a story about demon worshippers abducting a whole family and sacrificing them one by one while the others watched. But there were some brave crusader knights nearby, and they killed the villains and saved everyone. Then I heard another story. A young blacksmith lost his arm in a fire. Couldn't work to feed his wife and baby. They tried their best and lived from hand to mouth, but they were still destitute. In the end, the desperate blacksmith robbed a traveler one night on the road. There were some brave crusader knights nearby, and they caught the robber and threw him in prison. Not long after, his wife smothered their baby and hanged herself. Up here, the same person can proudly say is protecting the innocent from demons, and then look the other way while the same innocent starves just because they were born into a poor family. Queen Galfrey prolongs her life with sun orchid elixirs that cost enough to feed an entire city. Back in our caves, everyone's equally poor, and if one person starves, the whole tribe starves. We don't abandon our own in times of trouble. That's the power of tribe. The laws of the surface are made so that some get everything and others get nothing. I might just be a naive fool from the caves, but I don't understand how it's possible to have so much more and share so much less. Anyway, look who I'm talking to. You must know life on the surface much better than I do. I'd never leave a needy person in trouble. I've given more than most, which means I'm now more able to help others. Letting reply. Don't take my words as a reproach. I like grumbling as much as cracking jokes. No more about you. Speak common. Funnily enough, common is all that common underground. Your observation is correct. I used to live on the surface with my parents for a while, and I had a chance to learn a couple things. The language, and the fact that every person who sees my scaly mug screams, "Demon!" and runs away. I don't know if you're interested, but my mom wasn't from an underground tribe. She was a smuggler, the kind that used the dungeons of Kennebrest to secretly move and store goods. One time, two gangs couldn't agree on how to share a prime cut, got into a fight. The winners threw the losers down a hole, dead and living alike. My dad went to check if the corpses had anything useful on them, and he found a girl from the surface, barely clinging to life. An incredible feeling sparked between them. Or maybe the girl just liked men with scales and a cat nose. That might be it. One way or another, he got her back on her feet, later even left his home caves. She left her smuggling behind, and they began an honest life together. That's the delightful story of how Old Lion came into the world. The next chapter, however, my family and I never stayed in one place for long. We lived sometimes on the surface, sometimes underground. Couldn't find a place to call home. Living in the caves was hard on my mom, and my dad's appearance raised too many questions in Mendev. They're a war against demons, after all. In the end, my parents decided to stop making each other miserable and separated. My father and I returned to our tribe. I think the peasant screaming demon had something to do with it. Or maybe Dad just couldn't stand life without rat tail soup. I wouldn't rule out the possibility. Mongols have short lifespans, but you don't look like you're getting old or dying. How old are you? I'm as old as I look, no surprises there. But remember Sol? He was 10 years older than me. I remember him back when he was a fearless warrior, and day by day I watched him turn into an old man. Him and my father. Happens real quick. First you miss a shot because you don't see the target as clearly as you used to. You think it's because your eyes are tired. You tell yourself it'll get better tomorrow. Then you notice you're having trouble breathing. The climbing is harder than before. Your fingers stop bending. You have to tie your sword to your hand. Can't even put on your greaves without help. When you're washing your face in a stream, sometimes you catch sight of a gray-haired, wrinkled old man you don't recognize. And this goes on until one day, you come across a cave beast and you realize you can't outrun it. My dad kept diaries, marking all the signs. And I saw it too. The last year I had to help him get out of bed, help him dress, remind him to eat. Sometimes he forgot my name. I told him we should have stayed on the surface, and he joked that dodging a goddess was behavior unworthy of a crusader. He meant for Razba. Every morning I wake up and check how I feel. No signs yet. Even so, I know I don't have much time. I need to do something useful before I forget why I came here. Did you come with me so you could see the surface again? No, that wasn't it. I just don't have much patience for certain types of creatures. Demons, I mean. If they want to destroy Kennebrest, I'll be on the side of the people they're attacking. Lion, you're my companion, and companions should trust each other. I'm counting on you to give me honest answers, not excuses. I guess you're right. I shouldn't have been so evasive. Just that some things are hard to talk about. My family, for example. My birth, hell take me, turned out to be a great misfortune for my parents, all because I'm relatively healthy. I'm the best thing that can come from a marriage between a cave-dwelling mongrel and anyone from the surface. Healthy child with the right number of hands and feet, no apparent defects, no missing organs or other problems. They saw hope in me, so risked having more children. They thought it would somehow be all right. I could have had 4 brothers. First was born 2 years after me, died 3 years later. He didn't have a nose. Nothing even remotely resembling one. He could only breathe through his mouth. Mom and Dad were afraid to take their eyes off him for fear he'd choke and suffocate on something. But in the end, it was his weak heart that killed him. And there was another pregnancy, and birth. I pretended I was sleeping, but snuck out of my bedroom and listened under the door. All those hours. It was very strange, but I never heard the newborn screaming. Mom moaning, yeah. The priest praying. Then I dared to open the door a little and looked inside. The priest stood there, very pale. One of them was holding something, a small object that fit in his palm. He asked, "Do you know what this is?" And the other said, "I think it's a head." Enough, but you don't have to keep going if it hurts. Hell no, I started to tell you and I'll make it to the end. You want to know why I followed you to the surface? Well, here's the reason. It turned out that this time Mom was expecting triplets. The first of the baby was born in pieces, and the others didn't live long enough to draw their first breath. About 3 weeks later, my father took me to the caves. He didn't want to leave, I could see it in his face, but I think my mom and he decided it together. The curse my people have carried since the first crusade stood between them, not to mention the 4 dead babies. And the old age was rapidly taking its toll on my father. After he returned to the cave, he lived only another 4 years. So if you're asking me why I decided to go up with you to the surface and join the Crusaders, well, the answer is, I've always wanted to. I was afraid to leave my tribe, but it was always haunted me that I'd die in a world where 4 crusades could do nothing to stop the beast from the abyss, and the number of victims kept growing. I want to change that, or at least try to. And if changing things is too much to ask, I'd at least get a little revenge. The ones who are behind the world wound owe me a great debt. The lives of 4 brothers, all my mother's tears, my father's broken heart. It's a lot. It's so much that killing a couple demons won't do it for me. I want to do something real, and I'm ready to pay the price. Call it my personal crusade if you like. I used to think that things would be better if I'd never been born, but now I think I was born for this. So the score. Would you like to find your mother? No. I don't want to meet her, not because I feel any resentment. It's just that she's a half-elf. She barely got her first gray hair, and I'll be a ramshackle old man. She's buried enough children. There's no need to make her witness the death of another one. I hope you understand. Why didn't you go up and join the Crusaders before? I couldn't just abandon my tribe. I'm their best hunter. They'll have much harder without me. But now that the demons have nearly destroyed Kennebrus and the caves collapsed almost on our heads, sitting and waiting it out just wasn't an option anymore. Anyway, I'm more useful up here than I am down there. Plus, the chief let me go, so which means my debt to the tribe is repaid. And talking about Wendwag. Were you just friends, or were you more than that? Wow, you really don't pull punches, do you? There was a time when I asked myself the same question. Wendwag knew me better than anyone. Understood me better than anyone. She was my first woman. We never loved each other. Maybe I could have grown to love her, but it always seemed like she never understood what love was. Maybe she just wasn't capable of those kinds of feelings. My connection to Wendwag? I mean, where do I start? We grew up together, trained together. She was the chief's daughter. She was groomed to be the best all her life, and then I came along. We were rivals, but we dragged each other out of tight spots, too. I've always been drawn to grand heroic gestures, sometimes idiotic ones, whereas Wendu liked to roam unexplored passages, finding new caves, making maps. She wanted to be the great huntress, the one who'd make it through the shield maze, but instead, It'd be better if she'd died. The death of a friend is painful. But watching a friend become a shadow of her former self is unbearable. She doesn't think she's a shadow. Of course, she thinks she did everything right, because the second she starts to doubt herself, she'll have to face the truth. To admit that she's just a cannibal that demons use as they wish. She wants to get stronger and stronger, but for what? I'll never understand what drives her. If you ever want to reopen any more of those of my old wounds, you know where to find me. So can you wear a hat with your one horn? Sure I can, but certain designs don't suit me too well. You said you were prepared to risk your life to do something meaningful. What exactly did you mean? To invent a new salad I have it named after me. Truth be told, I don't know. It'd be much easier if all I really wanted was to kill demons, then a few more demons, then more demons after that. Good honest rage and no needless brooding. I think I actually envy the warriors that can live like that. But I can't. If life's taught me anything, it's that there are no easy choices. Dying a glorious death isn't enough. Some heroes of the Crusades did that and also saved entire settlements, erected the war stones. Their actions kept the lands of Mendev safe for decades. That's what I want. For my dumb short life to have meant something. Think I have an exaggerated opinion of myself? Some scaly freak crawls out of the caves and wants to take control of the war stones and flaunt Diomede's banner? Any fool can charge the front lines of the demonic armies and die there. But what good would that do? I want something meaningful, you know? Even if I have to pay the highest price. Especially if I have to pay it. There are plenty of worthier people who need to survive this war and tell everyone else what nutcases we were. Okay, Yeah, I'm kind of skipping through a lot of this, unfortunately. Who's that boy with you? This one? Gatto the Shepherd, my apprentice. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, that's a lot of scrolls. Ooh. For an autumn haze. Who's your quarry here in Mendev? Okay, 26, yeah, I wasn't going to be able to reach that with only a +6 on world knowledge. Oh, there's Joran. Do you recognize this sword? Oh, nice. Oh. The banner was a way to keep it off, or keep them out. Merry-go-round. Cute. Oh, nice. Well, if I had a mount, that would be perfect. Let's see. Yeah, we got a masterwork glaive already. Yeah, looks like there's no good glaives in this one. Yeah, well. Even if there were, I probably couldn't afford it too well. Oh. What? Okay. This was not something I was expecting here. What was your shadow? Who are you? Why are you in chains? What do you want from me? Obviously, he is a possible companion. I can't help you while you're chained up here. What can I for you? Alright, I'll talk to you about your situation. There's a tiefling chained up in the defender's heart. What can you tell me about him? Well, Jeff is a petty thief from a gang of thieflings operating in Kennebrus. That's what we call them in these parts. We tried to rob vendor magical items recently. Unfortunately, we apprehended only one of them, and the rest managed to escape. The door? Yeah, so she did at least point out, like, yeah, this isn't necessarily because I trust the guy. It's because, yeah, we'd have to spare people to protect him or keep him imprisoned. So yeah. Oh. I know there was one over here. There we are. Okay, it's got to be the right order. I just need to figure out the order. Yep. Alright, I'll talk to him in the tavern at some point. Oh, actually, the short sword might be good on him. Button won't budge. I'll make sure there's not like a fourth lever somewhere. Yeah, it's got to be that door that opens. So let's see. Button won't budge. There we go. Yellow letter. Let's see. Who the hell is Hulbrin? Because it rings a bell. How do I identify one when... Oh, okay. That doesn't sound very believable. Yeesh. Yeesh. Definitely chaotic. Okay, that was a good touch. Oh, yep. Hold run. Oh, okay. Headband of Alluring Charisma. I am absolutely wearing that. Because I know that there's something... I know there's something with my character that gets a charisma bonus. Yep, dazzling display. Just need to actually have a favorite weapon. Damn. Can't show them the, Yeah, I was hoping I could show them the, what the hell, that little note I found. Oh, okay. Okay, I can actually go on the roof. Did not realize that. There we go, much better. Okay, after an hour, it's time to leave the inn. Both youth and talent in her favor. She tirelessly fights demons and cultists alike, but prefers to keep her distance from fellow warriors. It's hard to tell if this is arrogance inherent. Alright, Market Square. Oh. Nice. Okay, that's a new change. Pretty well implemented. Oh boy. If that works. Because that way I'm also in the back line to help assist if need be. Alright, so Market Square is where Sela last saw the Alluring. I kind of forgot to make sure that the Eldritch Trickster has spells in his repertoire at the moment. Okay, good. Oh boy. Well, save's coming. There we go. That's just a random dog walking around. Okay, that's where I came in from. A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It is as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head. What's going on here? What the fuck kind of sense does that make? Sheathe your weapons and step away from her, or else. Got a 28! Who are you? I don't think you're an ordinary girl. That crow you have there is not ordinary either. She is a literal witch, so the blood eaves really wouldn't have worked. Magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful when fighting the demons, and I'll be able to protect you from insane soldiers on the streets. Come with me. Yep, witch. A witch who was burned at the stake and yet survived, a godless saint ready to preach love and kindness to people and demons both. A homeless orphan who has no hope, but who gives it to countless people around her. It is hard to understand what... So, okay, how old is she then? I mean, she's the same... Well, not quite the same height. Yeah, she's the same height as... Actually, she's taller than Seela and... Wait. Oh, those are the... Oh. Yeah, the wood parting scars. Yeah. Ooh, that was awkward. Any masterworks? Okay, what's inside the house? Oh, lovely. Oh, nice. Hate to do it, but yeah. Yep. Already done. Ooh. Light armor +1. Seasoned wings and thighs. So, there we are. Okay, here. Oh, boy. Ow! Ow! What the hell happened? Okay, I think she's got a +6, it looks like. Oh, okay, so this one introduces mimics. Some are not even chests at all. What? What the fuck did I just do? Oh boy. That's not good. I probably should have left well enough alone there. That's going to be interesting later on, isn't it? Oh, nice. You're a drow, aren't you? Okay, Lessa, a cultist of Discari. You're not... Why would Forn slander you? Well, actually, you're not lying, but you're not telling me the whole truth. Why would Forn slander you? Yeah. Forn is at the Defender's heart. You should keep clear of the place. Yeah, something is off with that. Oh, nice spot. Oh, that's where that was. Oh, got an item somewhere here. Oh, okay, whoops. Oh boy. Now, did that work? Yes, it did. Awesome. Oh, scroller summon monster. Nice. Oh, there's the chest, I guess. The side of good isn't weak, it's you. Oh, that is mean. Wait a minute. What is still in the market square? The divided city. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, so I do have to find that in the central square. Whoops. Okay, it's somewhere in here, then. Looks like maybe there, or possibly further this way. Oh, there we go. Oh, good timing. Uh-oh. Holy shit. Okay, it is undead, so... Or wait, no, don't go too close. This'll work. Or not. Oh, I'm feared. That'd be why. Oh, nice. Managed to put him to sleep. Ooh. Absolutely taking that one. Well, got a good weapon out of it. Oh, damn it. Was that the one I accidentally released? Oh shit. Oh, nice. I kind of forget to use that one. Who are you and what are you doing here? Do you know this person? Saving a beer cart from the demons. Oh, there's Jenna. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn Carl in. He resisted the impulse. Oh, damn it. Wow, took his head right off. Shit. Yeah, that was obvious. Yeah, loading that one in the market square, and I am going to go... Well, shit. I guess try and go in the house? Jesus. I mean, that fight was just mean. I will have to keep that in mind, though, as to the location of the thing. Yeah. Okay. Ow. Or, wait. Okay, how do I assign second watch? Seriously, how the hell do I assign second watch? Oh. I'm an idiot. That helps. That helps quite a bit. One day, 9 hours. Fuck me. Sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. It comes as a heavy, clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Rivers emerges from the oblivion of sudden sleep like a drowned man dragging himself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on his chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound is closed again, but the bloodstain on his shirt betrays its presence beneath. Yeah. Oh, wait. What the hell am I doing? There was a door somewhere here into a house. I think it was right in here? Yep, there we go. Rubbledum the actor. Oh, nice. But hand me over my ladle and that rolling pin. Grandma Gretlin. Lambkin. Well, good thing I cleared the path for them. Otherwise, they'd kind of be hosed. There we go. Alright, let's see if their male lead is in this house. Doesn't look like it. Experiment day 1. Okay, got a quasit. Oh, Jubilar's Northropple. Put my nose off while I fed him? God damn. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I am not hopeful for how well this guy... Wait a minute, didn't I get an eyeball recently? Could have sworn I picked up an eyeball. Yeah, the cellar's not gonna go well, is it? Thin layer of ice. Okay. Okay, there's a closet somewhere in here. Or there was. Jeez, I can't see a thing. Ow. Oh, that's the head of one. Okay. There must be something I'm not doing right here. Or, wait a minute. I got a ring. Didn't I? Oh, I could have bought a ring that would have... Damn it. Okay. Playing with your kind never gets old. Okay. How the hell do I open this damn thing? Yep, that was pretty much me. Oh. Okay, so I need to see the demon, so just a second, where's that? Where is that scroll of fairy fire? Is that small of a freaking circle? Okay. Where do I need to target is the question. Of course I aimed in the wrong freaking spot. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Did not realize it was that far back. Alright, skipping over this bit because it's already done. God damn. Okay, I do have bloodshot eyes. Oh, damn it. Now, where do I need to aim that stupid fairy fire, though? That's the question. Oh. That'll work. Presumably. Definitely get a quick save first after that last debacle. Well, glad I did that, because I completely forgot I do have protection from evil that I completely failed to use. That's better. Immune. Okay, what the hell? Jesus. Okay, Yeah, reload that one, and I think I will be heading back and healing up, because god fucking damn. And this one is just fucking mean. Or wait a minute. I'm always curious if the Shadow Demon is separate from that little closet that was being talked about in the journal. Because that actually would be kind of interesting. Ooh. Received item tiger. Aww. earth is that? The Errand Party House. There we go. Much better. Ooh. Have play +1. Midnight Bolt. What the hell? The demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as the square. This place saw a clash of titans, Demon Lord Dascari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Tarantula, the mightiest of the city's defender and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Brevers, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Like a gaze untethered from any observer, this mysterious force unknown to mortal kind silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Brevers is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendors. What past does he see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are inappropriate for terms of in opposite terms for eons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Dascari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the aeon down. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Good and evil, chaos and order, everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes. The little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they are ready to... Yeah, why not? And I got a stone dagger. Damn. Oh, wow, he can't even use those. Damn. That's better. Wait, so is he me? Okay, what the hell class is he? Mainly wizard or... Okay, rogue. Oh, fuck, there's Holrun. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be spending the guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soul? Okay, I might be getting... Don't you dare call me brother heretic. Oh, this guy. Okay. Yeah, if this guy can die, I would happily agree. You know what? What exactly are you accusing Ramian of? Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Cannabis. I am no enemy of yours. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll have to answer to me. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Eesh. Oh, yes. God damn it, you idiot. Oh, shit. Alluring, you sent an innocent child to be burnt at the stake. Actually, yeah, this one. Ooh, that is kind of funny that she's just very chipper and cheery right in his face, and it's like, yeah, I feel ashamed on that one. Kind of, anyway. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So, demon right there. God damn it. Okay. Fucking hell. Okay, depending on how far back this was, I might just opt to end the stream for the time being. Because, god damn, that was just... ugh. Oh, thank God. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Giving a wide berth of that damn air. Okay, thank God. Oof. Come on. There we go. Damn it. Wait, what the hell am I hearing over there? Oh. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Alrighty. I'm just glad that it didn't take me back too far, but I absolutely need to go back to the Defender's rest and, well, rest. Or Defender's heart and rest. What on earth is Nenio? Who are you calling boy? I was just passing by. Actually, it's Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine. I am liking your personality so far. I'm really hoping she's an alchemist. Ask them some more. They might still manage it. I will say that was actually a nice gesture there. Nice. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Okay, I saw him at the main square. Or them. I'm not sure about gender from this angle at distance. Sila? Nope. I'd assume Architect of the World Wound. Oh, nice. Why do you keep calling me boy? I have a name, you know. I am Brevers. Can you tell me what you were getting at? So you're trying to say that I am mediocre. Shall we join forces? Damn it. If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions. I agree. Uh-oh. I'm hanging up here, and I really, really hope this doesn't lead to a crash. Oh, lovely. Even the timer is frozen. Please go through. Alright, I think it's going to have to be the end of the stream for today, from the look of it. So, hope everyone has a great day.